All right, we're getting ready to place a rod. Okay, here, let me just run through it real quick. Here's what I'm doing. I got the rod in here. Okay, down in there, I got the little T-nuts are down there. These are the, what I milled with the spin indexer. So they just fit down there and there. Okay, relatively tight, reasonable fit. And then I take the rod and set over top. Then I have space, I have these spacers. These are relatively uniform. I got these as part of an auction deal. The guy used to must have done a lot with a surface grinder. Everything he had a surface grind to it. These don't seem to, but they're very accurate. Well, not that it matters much. We're just working on rods. So what that does is that holds the rod up a little bit, and then I can put the nut, tightens down with the washers on. It pulls the nut up, of course, but it pulls the rod down to the parallels, which then tightens up the rod to the table. I normally put like one of these back here just for giggles. This one here's a little tight. I don't know if it's of course it's probably all the junk that's in the table, really. I mean, think about it. Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and set all this up, and then we'll be back. Okay, there you go. Got to tighten up. The keen eye will see that. All right, got the rod mounted. The keen eye will see that there's bluing on there now, and I actually had to scratch. I scribed in where the start and stop is and everything. So got a little ahead of myself when I started putting it in. So there we go. So I'm going to go ahead and we'll run through this. We'll see how it goes. Table over, somewhat close. All right, now I'm thinning the rods. Taking 50 thousandths off with this cutter since I have it in here. Then I'm going to come back and hit the ends with this cutter here. Can you see it? Right there. Round it. I'm hoping that gives me a nice roll up on the end. Oh no, that's the plan. All right, thinning the second rod. What I did on this one, which I don't know why I didn't do it on the first one, but I set it up, set the depth of the cut, and took 50 thousandths, and then went almost to the end. Of course, I'll leave enough room for the round cutter. And then I flipped it over, and then of course depth of cut's the same, didn't have to adjust anything, and then I'm running this side. So then what I do is I'll put in this, and the radius cutter, and I'll do this end, then I'll flip it again and do that. I'd rather do that than pull changes and adjusting height. I think it makes sense. Okay, I'm going to go handheld here for a minute. This is the connecting rod setup. I used the other main rod holder on this end, and I have a stop set up. And over here, I'm using a hold down, and I have a stop on the back side. That's registering off of right here on the back side. That's the unmachined part. That way I can just keep setting each piece in. I don't have to do any setup. It's got the angle set, and I have the dial set, so I just go in to 0 on my depth, and I start at the edge, and it works. I mean, it's working great. There's where I pick up that right there. So here's one that already went through the process. So there you go. If you can see the whole thing, it's 14 inches. Great, thanks for watching.